Come and tour a 100-year-old mansion with us. Hey guys, today we're in Howey in the Hills, Florida. How's that for a name?
That's a weird name. That's an awesome name.
There was a man named Howey, last name, that built this mansion behind us in the 1900s. I'll put the particulars in the video, but we're going to go take a tour of this mansion. From what we read online, we can take photos, but we can't take videos inside the mansion. So we'll do our best to capture it in photos and let you know the history of this mansion. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see the inside. So we're standing in the front yard of Howey Mansion, located in Howey in the Hills, Florida. I'm just going to take a little view of the outside of the mansion. We have a tour scheduled. We were told from the information that we cannot videotape inside the mansion, so didn't say anything about videotaping outdoors. So we're going to get what we can outside here so that you guys can get a view. This is gorgeous, and this was a man's home. Some man with a lot of money. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, if you look close enough, when you look through these windows, there's another building through on the other side, which I'm sure we'll get to see all that when we go in. But wow, is this a beautiful home? I can't imagine living in a home like this. So gorgeous. This is the side. We'll go back around front.
Go back this way.
Tucked away in this picturesque little town is this 24-room mansion, which evokes the opulence of the vision of William Howey.
Yes.
Look at this unique sidewalk. The stones are all different colors, and it goes all the way up to the back of the house. Is that cool? Blue and green and yellow, and that's so cool. All the way from the front entrance to the front gates. You get to experience the rich history of this 100-year-old mansion with guided tours. The tours last an hour and 15 minutes. One of the most beautiful things was this front door, which we were told the glass was hand blown right here on the property. Not only can you take a great historic tour of this beautiful mansion, you can also rent it out for weddings and special events. This is the drawing room with a picture of William Howey up on the mantle. This is where he would have greeted guests. The house, when it was built, cost $250,000. Wow! $250,000 was quite a large sum of money back in the 1920s. This is their little breakfast room, and look at these stone floors. So beautiful. This was on the wall, which was quite high-tech for back then, where they could call for their servants when they needed something. The back porch with those colored stones and pillars was so beautiful. The building behind the house was where the chauffeur lived and where the garage was located. With
the beautiful colored stones and ironwork, there was such attention to detail. William Howey's initials were in the ironwork, and Mrs. Howey loved flowers. Therefore, there was flowers. And this is the button that he would push if he was calling for his chauffeur, because his own private staircase went right up to his room. He could come and go without Mrs. Howey ever knowing he left. The grand entrance is 2 full stories and quite impressive, with its ironwork and the stone walls. Again, such attention to detail. This is Mr. Howey's library, which was located on the main floor. It was quite interesting. Not only did it have these unique floors and bookcases, there was actually a secret bookcase that had a hidden door behind it, just like you see in the movies, where we got to walk down a staircase into the basement. It was so cool. And this is the door that opened, and here we go, down to a secret room. And this room looked like a vault, but it was actually where they stored their liquor, because this was during Prohibition, and they kept all their liquor down here in this little speakeasy, and no one knew it was there. We made our way back up the stairs to the main level of the home, where we found Mr. Howey's office, which is now used as the office for the tours here of the mansion. They also had a little gift shop area where you could purchase things. Then we made our way to the formal dining room. So gorgeous. The mantle looks like it's carved from stone, but it's actually wood. This place was so incredibly gorgeous. We asked about the Howey family. After Mr. Howey passed away, Mrs. Howey lived there with her 2 daughters until they could no longer afford to live in the home. Then we made our way through this gorgeous door past the servants' staircase into the kitchen. This is the dumbwaiter, which went from floor to floor, delivering food and drink. The butler's pantry was just off the main dining room. Just look at this old Frigidaire refrigerator. I bet it still works, unlike refrigerators today. And this was Mrs. Howey. A portrait of her was hanging in the kitchen. This stove was absolutely a work of art. It was so beautiful. Since weddings are held here, the kitchen has been upgraded with a dishwasher, a modern refrigerator, etc. And this was the servants' bathroom. Normally, they would have to go outside to an outhouse, but Mr. Howey took very good care of his servants. Then it was time to walk up that gorgeous staircase and see the upstairs. Mrs. Howey's office was at the top of the staircase, and from the door of her office she could see the front door and see everybody coming and going. Maybe that's why Mr. Howey had his own secret entrance. The very top of the staircase and foyer was a dome, and it was blue. It was so gorgeous. This would have been the girls' playroom when they were little. It had its own separate terrace and this gorgeous dollhouse. It is now used as a place where the groomsmen get ready for the weddings that are performed there. We then walked down the hallway to the bedrooms. We were a little surprised at the size of the bedrooms. They weren't very large compared to today, but this was one of the first Jack and Jill style bathrooms connected to the girls' bedroom. The ladder in one of the girls' room was used by Mr. Howey. He would climb up to the tower where he could overlook the groves of oranges that he had growing. Looking at the bathrooms in the home, realizing they were put in the 1920s was something, because it was quite modern for the day and the original tiled floors. And this was the primary bedroom and bathroom, which were quite large for the 1920s, along with Mrs. Howey's dressing room, complete with a cedar-lined closet. One unique feature is that Mr. Howey had a safe right beside his side of the bed. Nobody was going to rob him in the night. The primary suite had their own outdoor terrace where they could go out and sit and overlook their property, and Mr. Howey's private staircase going down to the chauffeur was right here. This beautiful home sat empty for 10 years when a couple of investors from Winter Park bought it and restored it to its former grandeur. The Howeys are buried not far from here, and there is only one daughter that remains living. Everyone else is deceased. This was such a beautiful place to tour. If you're ever near Howey in the Hills, Florida, we highly recommend coming and taking a tour of this gorgeous mansion. Those roof tiles that you see are 100 years old, and 98% of them are the original tiles put on way back then. If you would like to see more of our retirement adventures, click the video that just popped up on your screen.